Accudraw glass cylinders have been developed for the accurate calibration of metering pumps. They feature a polycarbonate shield that protects the glass and also acts as a temporary secondary containment area in case of chemical leak from the cylinder. This video will walk you through the steps to replace the glass cylinder in case it is damaged in operation. Before you begin, please ensure that the cylinder is properly isolated on the line, that it is flushed of chemicals, and to use protective goggles and gloves. The replacement Pro Kit will come with the following parts: a glass inner cylinder, a polycarbonate outer shield, 2 outer Buna O-rings, and 2 inner O-rings of the desired material. The required tools are 2 3/8" wrenches for 100 to 250 ml sizes, or 2 7/16" wrenches for sizes 500 ml and above. Begin by laying the broken cylinder on its side. Using both wrenches, one on each side, loosen the acorn nuts by rotating your left hand away from your body and your right hand towards you. Once loosened, remove the acorn nuts and washers from only one of the ends. Then raise the other end, and when the cylinder is in an upright position, remove the acorn nuts, washers, and rods from the top. These will be needed during reassembly, so make sure to place them aside for later use. Then remove the top flange and the O-rings. After this, remove the outer shield first, followed by the inner glass cylinder. Throughout this process, be careful of any broken glass fragments and ensure that they are removed from the flanges. Next, remove the O-rings from the bottom flange by turning the flange upside down and tapping until the rings fall out. Inspect if the O-rings are damaged and determine if they need to be replaced. When replacing the O-rings, first determine which one is the Buna outer O-ring. All outer O-rings are black in color, and inner ones are typically of a different color. The exception to this is the EPDM inner O-ring, which is also black in color. To tell them apart, compare their thickness and diameter. The thinner and wider one is the Buna outer O-ring. Start by placing the Buna O-ring into the outer slot, followed by the O-ring of the desired material into the inner slot. When placing the new cylinders on the flanges, it is important to align them properly with the rods. The rods should line up straight with the label on the glass and, for the 100 to 1000 ml size cylinders, a rod should run directly down the center line on the label. Whereas for the larger 2000 ml to 20,000 ml cylinder sizes, the label should sit directly between 2 rods and be unobstructed. So, when placing the cylinders on the flanges, make sure to orient them correctly. Begin by placing the new glass cylinder on top of the inner O-ring, followed by the polycarbonate shield on the outer O-ring. For placing the top flange, lean the cylinder forward and place it carefully over the shield and glass, ensuring that it sits properly in the grooves and that the O-rings have not fallen out of place. Then stand the cylinder upright. When putting the top flange back on, it may be helpful to apply Vaseline to the O-rings before placing them in the slots to prevent them from falling out. Prepare the rods for assembly by ensuring that they each have 1 washer and 1 acorn nut on. A good practice is to wipe them with steel wool to remove any prior debris or residue. Align the top flange with the bottom one and slide the rods through the holes in the flanges. After this, lay the cylinder on its side and secure the second washer and nut to the opposite end of the rod. When tightening the acorn nuts, only hand tighten them slightly at first. Once again, ensure the rods are correctly aligned with the labels. If they are not, then keep adjusting the flanges until they orient properly. Then hand tighten them further. Using both wrenches, one in each hand, tighten nuts one rod at a time, one turn at a time, ensuring even distribution of weight. Left hand turning towards your body, right hand turning away. Not doing this one by one will cause the flange to be unevenly tightened and may result in damage to the glass cylinder. It is advised that a leak test be performed prior to installation to ensure that the cylinder is properly sealed. The polycarbonate shield both protects the glass cylinder and acts as a temporary secondary containment area in case of leak or spill from the inner cylinder. To learn more and for more information on how to order repair kits, please see the description below and visit primaryfluid.com.